Alrighty, YouTube, Niner Empire. A little bit of an update here on Deebo Samuel. So Jeremy Fowler of ESPN said today on NFL Live that several teams have expressed interest. So at least preliminary talks on a potential trade have happened between Deebo Samuel, his agent, and the team. A number of teams expressing interest would be a welcome development for the 49ers, as that could really only help them drive up the price in trading him. There could be a situation where there's multiple teams interested in trading for Deebo, and they kind of get into this bidding war. And obviously, then whoever gives the best deal, um, or whoever offers the best deal, would then be the team that the 49ers would potentially trade him to. But I definitely think this is a good sign, but also a bad sign, because I personally want the 49ers to release Deebo. I don't think they're going to get a draft pick that, as a fan, I'm content with. His price is an all-time low right now. He's coming off of the worst season of his career, and if you release him opposed to trading him, your cap hit goes from $31 million in a trade to a little over $10 million. That's a substantial difference in the cap hit that the 49ers would have to take on. There's also a more encouraging update for the 49ers. Last Thursday, Jeff Darlington said on ESPN on SportsCenter, he said, "I don't anticipate that the 49ers will get a lot for Deebo because he is also going to have to be extended. It's pretty clear that the 49ers will likely have to cut him if they don't trade him, so they really don't hold much leverage here." I made a video probably 2 weeks ago about how it's likely that the 49ers would release Deebo if they can't find a trade partner, and I think that's probably what is most likely to happen at this point. I think the 49ers know that they're not gonna get a lot out of him, and that they would rather cut him and take on a much less of a cap hit than it would be to trade him. Um, so, I mean, the good news is that if there's multiple suitors, they're gonna have to bid against each other, and the price tag could then be driven up, for Deebo Samuel. Um, he's a versatile type of player. He's a one-of-one player really in the NFL. There's not any other player that I can genuinely think of that has the same play style as Deebo, where you can throw him on the perimeter, you can throw him in the slot, you can throw him in the backfield as a running back. Super versatile. I mean, we know what Deebo can bring to the team. So, um, I definitely think it's going to be interesting, because whichever team trades for him is going to also have to pay him a contract, and that could be a hit on what the 49ers might get for him, if that makes sense. Like, I think there might be some teams interested in Deebo, but they don't want to pay him a massive contract, and that could prevent the 49ers from really getting good value in a Deebo trade. And I've talked about this in recent videos talking about Deebo, but I still think it's going to come to a situation where he's released. I don't think he's going to be traded personally, unless the 49ers get like a third round pick or something in which they can't really refuse. Um, but I mean, again, it's no surprise that there are several teams interested in trading for Deebo. The biggest thing is what the 49ers will get in return. And I think that, when it's all said and done, I think we see Deebo get released, to where he's free to sign wherever in free agency, rather than for the 49ers to trade him. So, um, again, I mean, I think this really means the only leverage the 49ers would really have in a trade discussion, or not the 49ers, but I think the only leverage that a team will have in trade discussions with Deebo is if there are multiple suitors that will have to kind of bid against each other, which would then drive up the price of Deebo being traded. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I definitely think it's worth noting that this report is, out that several teams have expressed interest in Deebo. I'm sure the Niners have taken phone calls on Deebo. Um, but that is the latest development with the Deebo Samuel situation. So multiple teams interested, could drive up the price tag on a Deebo Samuel trade because, again, if there's a lot of teams interested, the 49ers could then drive up the price tag, and then teams could start getting into a bidding war, which might really help the 49ers in the end. But I think they're going to get I think what helps them more than anything is being able to release him and not take on nearly as big as a cap hit as you would with trading him. So let me know what you guys think of this report in the comments down below. As always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.